Hello everyone and welcome to FYP TV. It is Omar here of Citizens TV, here to answer 5 questions about Manchester City going into our FA Cup 4th round game on Saturday. Very positive. We've had some fantastic performances this year, and the first 10 games were out of this world. They were incredible, and of course we haven't quite hit those heights since. However, there have been some excellent performances this season and we're definitely going in the right direction. Look at games like United away from home, Barcelona at home, the second half against Arsenal. In spite of the fact that we didn't get the win in our most recent game against Spurs, we did put in a really good performance. If we start converting our chances more, we are going to be a real force to be reckoned with. Of course, there have been games where we haven't been great at all. Leicester away 4-2, Everton away 4-0. There have been some really damaging defeats this season, but I definitely think we're going in the right direction. Pep was the dream appointment for me when we appointed him last February, and he still is very much the dream appointment. I think he's definitely going in the right direction, and in my opinion, he's taken over a very ageing Manchester City squad. Look at a lot of key players. They are definitely either past their best or getting to be past their best, but we're behind him. The majority of City fans are behind him. Of course, you know what, you're going to get that at every club. There'll always be fans that won't entirely back the manager, but the majority of the City fans behind him. I'm definitely behind Pep, and we are definitely working in the right direction. This season was always going to be a season of transition, but I think we've handled it fairly well so far. You have to look at it. We're still, of course, in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Fingers crossed we'll be in the 5th round. We're still looking good health in the Premier League in terms of qualifying for the top 4. I think we're still very much in a good position to do that. And in the Champions League, we're in the round of 16. And you never know. Worse English teams than us have gone on to win it. And I think this year Pep has shown some really good passages of play, and definitely it's the best football we've seen at the Etihad in years. And I've gotten a spark back from Manchester City this season. It's really reignited a bit of passion for me. So yeah, in regards to Pep, I think I'm very much behind him. We're definitely going in the right direction. That really depends, to be honest. Right now, I think one slip up in the league, it is so tight, 6th to 2nd. It is so tight at the moment that 1 or 2 games where we drop points could see us really plummet down. You have to look at Everton as well. They're in good form. If we hit a rocky patch now, we could even be battling to stay above them in 7th. So really, I think the league is definitely the priority. Champions League football is what we're looking for. Unless we have a fall away and finish around 5th or 6th, then we will put everything into the Champions League. Absolutely everything. The FA Cup, of course, we put out a strong team for West Ham. I think that was more because we wanted to build a bit of momentum after coming off the back of that defeat to Liverpool. And we had 9 days rest going into that game against Everton, which the less said about that, the better. So I think that was the main reason Pep put out a strong team for the last round against West Ham. But no, I think at this point, I think we will definitely be focusing on the league more, just to make sure we finish in the top 4. I think this will be quite a rotated Manchester City team. I would expect Willy Caballero to start in goal. In defence, again, I would expect us to rotate a bit. We have rotated quite a lot in the right-back positions and the full-back positions. They are the oldest areas in the team. All of our full-backs are either 30 or over. They're all in their 30s. Vincent Kompany, though, I have a sneaky suspicion we'll see him come off at least the bench. I personally think he's going to start, though, for this game. Of course, the last time we saw him play was in this one, where Claudio Bravo, amongst many other, let's say, not so great moments for Manchester City, managed to clatter our captain, forcing him to go off the pitch. Now, in terms of what team I think will play as well, I would expect us to either opt with the 4-2-3-1 on paper or the 4-1-4-1. It'd be wise to disregard what formations we line up with in terms of what is tweeted out or what is circulating in the pre-match stuff. We don't play a conventional back 4. We tend to have 2 defenders or 2 centre-backs. For example, John Stones and Nicolas Otamendi will line up around about the halfway line, and whoever's playing at the base of the midfield, be it Yaya Toure or Fernandinho, will slot into that and make a back 3 or cover when one of them wants to bring the ball out of the defence. But if I was going to talk about our tactics, we'd be here for a long time. I do expect Fernandinho to come back in, and this is, of course, he's now served his 4-match suspension after getting sent off against Burnley, so I would expect him to be back in contention. They also think Fabian Delph, there's a possibility he could be given at least a proper time on the pitch. Fernando as well, there's a possibility there, but it might be too soon for him coming back from injury. In terms of on the wings, Jesus Navas I would expect to start, and Nolito on the left as well, unless he's going to spearhead the attack. And yeah, fingers crossed, and I think this will happen. Gabriel Jesus, the new man, looked incredible against Tottenham. Looked so hungry and eager to play for this club, so I'd expect him to either lead the line or be starting on the wings with Nolito as the main striker. And he's definitely someone that could cause you guys some problems. Gael Clichy is first and foremost the biggest weakness. Our defence in general is a weakness, but Gael Clichy. Wilfried Zaha, depending on whether he's going to play, of course, I believe it was only on Tuesday, was when Morocco played Ivory Coast in the African Cup of Nations, my boys from Morocco. Of course, Ivory Coast going out of the group stage, so whether Allardyce will play Zaha, I personally think Allardyce will most likely go with a rotated side, because I would assume that he'd be targeting survival over a cut run, but look, I could be wrong. I don't watch Palace every week. You guys are going to know a lot more than me on that. But if Wilfried Zaha is going to play, that's a massive weakness. Gael Clichy, he has been nothing short of dreadful. And even, I'd probably say, even over Claudio Bravo, he's been our worst player this season. And that takes some doing to be worse than Claudio Bravo. The defence itself, we were bullied in that game against Everton. And both, I think, Christian Benteke and Loic Remy, both of your strikers, could pose a threat to us. If you get at us early as well, this team can collapse mentally as well. We saw it against Everton, so that is definitely something that you should watch out for, because look, you never know. Manchester City, we're just as likely to go out in this game, play beautiful football and beat you off the park, 4-0 or something, or 5-0, just as much as you are counter-attack us, pummel us into submission, and we end up losing by a cricket score. I'm going to be optimistic in this one, and I think Allardyce will put out a bit of a weaker team, and we will be able to progress in the FA Cup and hopefully go on and win it this year and win a trophy. But the score prediction, I am going to go with Manchester City to win by 4-2 in this one. I definitely think that you'll be able to get a couple against us, and yeah, but I think ultimately City, we are going to be, in my opinion, too strong going forward. I definitely hope so, at least. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, then don't forget to check us out, Citizens TV. Also, don't forget to subscribe to FYP TV for more Crystal Palace content if you're new around here. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Give me a bit more insight into Crystal Palace as well. Would love to know about that. And let me know what your score predictions are in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And as always, come on, City.